Welcome back, everybody. I'm the Dynasty Football Strategist, and today we have breaking news about Rome Odunze and his role as a punt returner. Let's get into the article. So, in the article written by Michael David Smith of NBC Sports, he writes, "The Bears spent the 9th overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft on wide receiver Rome Odunze, particularly for what he can bring to the offense. But he may bring plenty to the special teams as well." Bears special teams coordinator Richard Hightower referred to Odunze as a four-down player, noting that he barely returned punts in college, but managed to pick up a Pac-12 Special Teams Player of the Week award last season after a spectacular 83-yard return touchdown. Rome is an every-down player. Rome's a first-down player, a second-down player, a third-down player, and a fourth-down player. He had 3 returns on the books, and one of those 3 returns was a house call. Asked if Odunze is the favorite to win the punt returner job in Chicago, Hightower wouldn't answer, but he did say he's a contender for the job. "I would never discuss that in the open," he said. "He's in contention, just like everybody else. Best man will win. Cream rises to the top." The biggest question for the Bears may be whether they think the potential rewards on special teams are worth the risks of injury. It's purely a question of The biggest question for the Bears may be whether they think the potential rewards on special teams are worth the risks of an injury. If it's purely a question of Rome's abilities, there's little doubt that he's capable of making big plays in the return game. It's kind of a good and a bad thing that he's being considered for punt return duty. So let's look at the positive first. You could score a return touchdown, or especially if your league does return yards, that would definitely provide him with more value, and we like value. Looking at the downside, however, that does present an opportunity for him to have an injury, and nobody wants that. Truth be told, I'm kind of skeptical about their real intentions to use him as a primary punt returner. I'd view it more potentially as a thing like if you remember Antonio Brown back in the day, in big key moments, he was asked to return punts, but he wasn't returning every punt all the time. You just don't want to risk an injury to your star player, especially a rookie that you just drafted within the top 10 picks of the current NFL draft. It's not a great idea in my opinion, but there's pros and cons to it. Looking at the metrics, let's look into why he might be a good punt returner. So he ran a 4.45 in the 40-yard dash at the combine, so not a pro day, the combine, which is in the 80th percentile in and of itself. But what makes it even more impressive is that he did this at 6'3", 212, and that gives him a 111.1 speed score, which is in the 94th percentile. That accounts for a player's size, weight, and speed combined. So it's really impressive that he's able to do that at his size. Looking further into stats, he has a 128.3 burst score, which is in the 83rd percentile, and a 10.91 agility score, which is in the 86th percentile. So he's a fluid athlete who is a truck in the open field, tough after the catch, and has good vision and instincts. It's not random that one of the 3 returns he had went for a touchdown. This guy is a stud. So if he's able to achieve primary punt return duty, look at that as just yet another way he can give you fantasy points. So what are your thoughts on this? Do you view this as a good or a bad thing? Please let me know in the comment section. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you, and have a good day.